This time on The Gadget Show.
With just an hour to go before the start of Five's brilliant new thriller Flash Forward, we celebrate with our very own glimpse of the future.
Susie and I face the challenge of creating our own futuristic gadgets right now.
And that's much better now.
This is amazing!
John explores the incredible future of robotics.
Yeah, I'm quite rubbery.
And Otis experiences the stunning future of computer gaming.
Welcome to The Gadget Show, a Flash Forward special.
Yeah, in just under an hour here on 5, the biggest TV show of the year starts its first episode.
It is, of course, the brilliant Flash Forward, and it's all about people getting a glimpse of their future. So we thought that we'd take this opportunity to give you a glimpse of your future, your gadget future.
Yeah, but don't worry, it doesn't involve, like, you know, John in a silver suit or in a spaceship or anything like that.
Hello. It's a trifle warm in here, you know.
I want that spaceship.
Shut up.
I want that.
Thanks very much, John. Obviously, that is not what the future is going to hold, hopefully. But this week, Jason and I face the task in this week's challenge of finding out exactly what our gadget future will hold. And it ain't that.
It's not.
We knew that our challenge was about future gadgets, but we didn't yet know the details.
Hello, Susie and Jason. Now, we love future technology on this show. Gadgets like this OLED TV, for instance, which really does signal the dawning of a new era. In the future, the gadgets we'll have will be better than the ones we have now. They'll be more advanced, more efficient, possibly even sexier. Agreed?
Definitely.
Yep.
Because your challenge is to design and make a piece of future technology. Good luck.
Ooh.
Idea.
We're going to get to design a piece of technology of the future.
That's a fantastic
How cool
concept.
is that?
How are we going to do it?
There are plenty of ways to predict the future,
Yeah, the future's looking bright.
but let's face it, some of them are not what you'd call entirely accurate. We had a plan. We'd use futurologists.
Futurologists look at current patterns to try and predict future events. They're often employed by tech companies because, of course, they're all dying to know what will be the next big thing.
I knew of renowned futurologist and expert in communications and cybernetics, Ian Pearson, so I arranged to meet him to pick his brains.
Help. I've been asked to design a piece of future technology. So what I need you to do is to tell me about what's going to be big in the next 5, 10 years even.
I think in the next 5 years, the really big headline is augmented reality, where you take stuff that the computer can develop and superimpose that into your field of view.
It sounded like science fiction, but Ian was right. We've already seen early examples of augmented reality on this show.
Go forwards 3 or 4 years, we'll be wearing digital goggles with screens built into them, and in 5 or 6 years' time, that'll be replaced by active contact lenses with little tiny lasers built into the contact lenses, writing a full 3D image straight onto your retinas. So you've got, full 3D immersive environment. You're inhabiting this totally virtual world with computer-generated information, enhancing every single thing you look at.
So you're living in a virtual world within the real world.
Yes, I can change what you look like. If I don't fancy you, I can change you and replace you with Claudia Schiffer. Unlikely that might sound.
Meanwhile, I tracked down another futurologist, the former head of research at BT Laboratories and maverick futurology blogger, Peter Cochrane, to help me make my cutting-edge future design.
If you're going to build it, it's
Yeah.
got to be technology that's around today. So, one, speech technology is on the up. Speech technology is on the up. Talking to your device instead of using keys is going to be a big deal. A second feature is the integration of as many functions as you can get without making it too complex. And the thing that started to really challenge us is mobility. Cutting those wires.
Yeah.
It needs to be online. Start thinking in terms of perhaps that Captain Kirk device where you stand in front of any screen anywhere and you say, computer, get me, find me, show me.
So some form of wearable computer is feeling right at this moment in time for me.
Yep, that sounds good.
I'd already tried making my own wearable tech, my rather stylish phone glove, the wearable USB stick, and back in the mists of time, my first crack at a wearable PC. But this time, I'd need to think bigger, better, and more futuristica.
Strangely enough, listening to Ian, I was coming to the same conclusion as Jason, that the future lies in portable, wearable tech.
So, for example, you're wearing a pair of boots. Supposing in a couple of years' time you were to put e-ink panels or digital paper panels into those boots, there could be videos playing on those boots. They could be just flashing on and off, changing their colour as you walk around town. Furthermore, they could be monitoring your blood pressure levels and things like that to pick up clues as to your emotions. You could have emotionally sensitive boots which change their appearance according to how you're feeling. That'd be quite good fun.
Thanks to our futurologists, we were onto something.
I now feel the need to get my hands on a little bit of tech.
It soon became apparent that we were on the right track. Some of the most cutting-edge futuristic gadgetry out there is wearable.
OK, so I've been looking at the very latest creations of wearable technology, and I've come across this stunning e-ink bracelet.
This electronic ink display is made up of millions of tiny black and white particles suspended in a clear fluid. By applying positive or negative electric fields to these particles, they rise to the surface and create different images.
I've also found this, the Cute Circuit Kinetic Dress. Now, sitting down, it looks fairly ordinary, if a little flamboyant. But when I stand up and move, have a look at what happens.
5 motion sensors in the dress constantly feed back the wearer's movement to a microchip, which makes the electroluminescent embroidery go brighter when the wearer is moving fast and darker when they're still.
And it's fabulous, and I absolutely love it. However, it doesn't really serve a purpose, does it? What I want is something fashionable, something techy, that does serve a purpose.
I found myself a couple of nice wearable pieces of kit. This is the AK-39. It's a wearable keyboard, as used apparently by the military, and I mean, it's certainly usable. The keys are quite easy to press, and yeah, I'm wearing it, but it's a little bit cumbersome. What I prefer is this, the LG Watch.
It's a limited edition watch phone with a gorgeous touchscreen and voice activation. Hey, it's Jason. I'm just talking to you on the LG phone watch thingy.
Jason, this is amazing. I can't believe it. What's it like?
Oh, it's really, really good. What's the quality like your end? I mean, I can hear you perfectly well.
Seriously, absolutely crystal clear.
Most of all, though, the thing that impresses me most about this is it just looks good. It's very design-centric, and I think that's far more the route I want to go down.
Absolutely fascinating stuff, and I could have spoken to Ian for hours about that.
Well, the most impressive idea was this idea of a lab on a chip. Yeah, so nanotechnology in the near future will be able to make little chips that are so small that they can actually be put in our body, and the chip will analyse your temperature, your blood, and loads of other far more complex stuff, and actually diagnose what's wrong with you.
Really? Do you know what Ian told me? And this is actually a little bit frightening. He said that in about 20 years' time, we'll be breathing in smart bacteria that will be able to latch on to the neurons in our brain, intercept our thoughts, and in extreme cases, be able to control the way that we think.
Wow.
In 20 years.
You see, my girlfriend does that already.
Right now, though, it's time for a short break.
But after that, our Flash Forward special continues as John takes a look at the future of robotics and reveals the technologies that will one day lead to the creation of lifelike intelligent robots who may just take over the world.
Please take my picture. I'm feeling lonely.